afternoon. Welcome to today's BAC Bravo session. And we are all, this is Catherine Barsaliano from the Secretariat. With the indulgence of everyone, allow me to Attorney Roberto Martinez S. Benaventura, Ms. Jocelyn Ching, Mr. Jose Maria Anthony Elivio, Mr. Alfred Destura,
Present.
Engineer John Christian Cala, Ms. Maria Tricia Santa Barbara, and from the Secretariat, we have Mr. Thomas Duque Santos, Ms. Nina Cristobal Santa, Ms. Sahara Teresa Bubit, Ms. Roxanne Diana Habilonar, Mr. John S. Rapenya Ojas, Ms. Rita Linda Pileo, Ms. Ana Danica Ibay, and Mr. Romero Calvino. We also have representative from the end user and observer from IAS. With that, we have a forum for attorneys.
Thank you, Kat. Qualification report for the emergency procurement for the provision of technical and non-technical personnel support service requirements for CAAP Central Office and area centers nationwide. This will be presented by the TWG, Sir Alfred Destura.
Yes, Attorney Irish. I'm going to present the
Yes, sir. You may proceed, sir.
okay, I'll just share the
Makinig kayo dahil, sir.
to the chair and to all the members of BAC. Good afternoon. Attorney Aris, can you confirm if the documents already presented in the screen?
Sir, we cannot see your presentation, sir.
Oh.
Ele pa Zoom.
Yes, sir, we can see your screen na po.
Okay, thank you.
Thank you.
Okay, to the chair and to the members of the BAC, good afternoon. In behalf of the TWG, I'm here to present the post-qualification report for the project emergency procurement of manpower outsourcing, contract for provision of technical and non-technical personnel support service requirements for CAAP Central Office and area centers nationwide for a period of 6 months. So the approved budget for the contract is 694,647,557.52, and the mode of procurement is negotiated procurement under emergency cases. The date and place that the bid was opened was on April 11, 2022, at the CAAP conference room. So the findings were under the eligibility documents, field chips certificate of registration is found to be responsive, valid during the opening of bids. The registration certificate from the Commission, from the Securities and Exchange Commission is found to be responsive, valid during the opening of bids. The business mayor's permit is responsive. Business permit issued by the City of Makati last January 5, 2022 with the expiration date on December 31, 2022. Thus valid during the opening of bids. Next is tax per Executive Order number 398 series of 2005 is responsive, valid during the opening of bids. The Omnibus Sworn Statement in accordance with Section 25.3 of the IRR of Republic Act 9184 is responsive. Registration of agency contractor with the Department of Labor and Employment is responsive. The registration number is NCRM PFO 7201020722-208-R issued on February 7, 2022, valid until February 2024. So valid during the opening bids. The schedule of requirements is responsive, issued a statement of compliance with the schedule of requirements. Under the technical documents, in conformity with the technical specification, it is found to be responsive. They were issued a statement of compliance with the technical specifications. Under the financial documents, financial bid form in accordance with the form prescribed in PBD Section 9 bidding forms, it is found to be responsive. The offer is in the amount of 694,465 and 70.22. After the bid evaluation, it was found the calculated bid in the amount of 694,464,886 and 69 cents, and within the ABC. So under the submitted documents in connection to ITB Section 20.1, the first particular is the latest income and business tax returns in the form specified in the BDS is submitted and found to be responsive. Next is other appropriate licenses and permits required by law and stated in the BDS are submitted and responsive. Next is the audited financial statement showing, among others, the bidder's total and current assets and liabilities, stamped receipt, found to be submitted and responsive. Statement of all its ongoing government and private contracts, including contracts awarded but not yet started, if any, whether similar or not similar in nature and complexity to the contract to bid, is responsive. Statement identifying the bidder's single largest completed contract as LCC is responsive. So, with the reference above, the TWG recommends the bid proposal of LSERV Corporation was evaluated and considered as the single calculated and responsive bid for the project entitled Emergency Procurement of Manpower Outsourcing Contract for provision of technical and non-technical personnel support service requirements for CAAP Central Office and Area Center Station 1 nationwide for a period of 6 months. In this regard, awarding of the contract in the amount of 694,464,886 pesos and 69 cents to LSERV Corporation is hereby recommended for having complied with all the legal, technical, and financial requirements. To the chair, to the members, that would be all. The report of the TWG.
Thank you, Sir Alfred of the TWG. We have here a recommendation for the award of the contract in the amount of 694,464,886 pesos and 69 centavos to LSERV Corporation for the project emergency procurement. Have any motion or members, please, or any comments?
No further comment on my side.
If there is none, can we have a motion, please?
Motion. Pwede paano yung ano? Scroll up. Content. Okay. So, following the presentation of the TWG and the recommendation, I hereby motion to adopt the recommendation of the TWG for the bid proposal of LSERV Corporation being evaluated and considered as a single calculated and responsive bid for the project emergency procurement of manpower service contract for provision of technical and non-technical personnel support service requirement for CAAP Central Office and Area Center nationwide for a period of 6 months. So it is hereby motion that the contract be awarded in the amount of 694,464,886.69 pesos to LSERV Corporation. Thank you.
Thank you, Sir Gary. Do we have a second? Any second, please?
Good afternoon.
Good afternoon, Mr. Chair.
Apologies, Noel. I was having difficulty with the connection earlier. Where are we now? I heard we already have a motion, and we're just waiting for a second. So do you have a second to the motion, please?
I second the motion, Mr. Chair.
All right. Thank you. There being a motion duly seconded, the recommendation of the TWG. Uh, this is already for award, no, Attorney Irish?
Yes, sir, this is already for
For the
award.
award of the project to ELSERV is hereby adopted and motion is hereby carried. Of course, this is all subject to the approval of the Board of Directors considering the amount involved. Let this be scheduled with on the next CAAP board meeting, please. Thank you. Let's move on. Secretariat, what's the next item on the agenda?
To the Chair, our next agenda is the mode of procurement of the repair, maintenance, and spare parts replacement of KYOCERA Photocopier amounting to 47,300. This is direct contracting, requested for direct contracting of procurement division.
To the chair. Sir, for this project, the end user provided that there's a sole distributorship with Philcopy. So the TWG recommends that the procurement for this is for direct contracting.
All right, this is supported by a certificate of sole distributorship.
Yes, sir, they already presented their certificate of sole distributorship with signature, sir.
Okay. All right. Do we have any objections on the recommendation for direct contracting? Hearing none, we'll adopt the recommendation considering there's already documentation supporting this. So this is for direct contracting. What's next, please?
Next in our agenda, sir, is the mode of procurement for the preventive maintenance service and calibration of treadmill machine amounting to 100,000. This is an off-sum project and proposed for SBP mode, attorney.
For this project, sir, since the amount is below 1 million, the TWG recommends that the mode of procurement be SVP, sir.
What was the contention here? This was presented yesterday, right?
Sir, initially the end user said that this is for direct contracting. However, the only certificate that was presented was for a certificate of authorization and not necessarily for sole distributorship.
All right. Sige. So we have a recommendation for SVP for this particular purchase. Do you have any objections? Okay. Hearing none, the recommendation is hereby adopted. This is for SVP. Do you have anything else for mode of procurement?
The chair, none na po. Bali next in the agenda po is other matters.
Okay, for other matters, what do you have? Do you have anything for other matters?
From the TWG po, do you have any po other matters? Or the
No other
from
matters
the
for the
secretariat?
TWG, sir.
Okay, there being no other matters, there's no other agenda items for today. Considering there's no more items in the agenda, we can already adjourn the meeting. So, sigurado kayo wala na. Alright,
Yes,
with
sir.
that, the meeting is hereby adjourned. Maraming salamat for everyone who attended, especially our members. Kindly, Secretary, can you just keep us posted on the next back schedule? Thank you. Good afternoon.
Thank you, sir. Thank you, everyone.
Thank you. Thank you, everyone.
Thank you, sir.
Thank you.
Everyone.
You.